On live and just freestyling, just doing my thing, talking, unedited. I ain't even. Damn, am I live? Is this thing even working? Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah, unedited. No notes, just emotions, and I'm irritated because it's just someone that I was subscribed to on YouTube here, the place I go to for therapy and just for seeking like-minded, like-spirited people. And I love women. I come across toxic women, but it doesn't change my opinion on women as a whole. This one woman, what's her name? Terry Ann Bella. She seems young, but she talks a lot about being chosen and like what it's like to be the chosen, or of the chosen, the struggles, the family issues. She spoke a lot about things that joint just like I can't lie, like it hit me direct. I'm like, yo, she is talking to me, you know. And she's just I've seen it. I've seen little hints of it. I do kind of notice like she caters to women, and I don't care. Like, truth is truth. It's like whether you're speaking to women, man, animals, whatever. Truth is truth. And I didn't notice that, but then recently this morning I was just like, oh, now I gotta just unsubscribe. It's just so obvious, like when people are hurt and uh just haven't gotten over that hurt and put it on an entire gender of people or an entire race of people. I think it really shows when a person has not healed. And the hatred towards men is it's disappointing. But I will say this. I don't even attract women like this. The women that I have in my life, shout out to y'all. I have dope women in my life that, I'm not sitting there saying we always may agree or like, we don't have our things here and there, but the women that I attract and the women that be in my life don't think like this. They're not man haters. I think as an adult, here's my thing. If you have experiences, let's say this woman is in her 20s, maybe she's dated 5 guys in her life. Even if she's dated 10 guys in her life, that's just your experience with 10 men that you've experienced. Maybe 5 or 6 of them were toxic or something. You don't know men. You don't know all men. You're speaking from a point of view of your experience, which is very it's very minimal. You're talking a tenth of a percent, not probably smaller than that, of the men you've dealt with. And she claims to be spiritual, but you have to ask why you keep attracting these type of men, or why do these type of people keep coming across you. I know I'm in a good space. I attract dope women who want to protect men, see the purpose of men, not just when we're getting shot by police, and not just when we're being victimized, but throughout all of this, recognizing the struggles, and we have different struggles. But it's just whack. I'm tired of the gender hating stuff, from both sides, from men and women. Let me play this video so y'all can get an idea of what the heck I'm talking about.
You give a man a microphone and all of a sudden he feels like he's the most philosophical being that's ever graced this planet. He feels like his words are a privilege and that everyone should listen to him because he has a camera and a microphone and all the gadgets, but not all that glitters is gold. Out of all creatures, you listen to men?
She sounds so hurt. I'm not even. I probably wouldn't hug her because she probably seems like the type that would I don't know, she might freak out, but like, you need love. You need love. Who hurt you? And she's beautiful, you know, even she's beautiful. And I'm like, who hurt you?
Please. Listen. It does not matter if in society we have been listening to what the men has been saying. This is not a whole thing of like the whole gender. This is about how women are the ones that are the brains. We are the intuition. We are.
Okay, so yes, in society has been white, male dominated for quite some time. Um, I don't think people understand that white men and black men are very different in this reality. Not biologically, not that different, but in this reality that has been shaped. White men and black men have nowhere near the amount of same power to control a narrative or to control employment or control finances or your housing or the market, or like black men aren't in control of these things. Black men don't even control hip hop. And then this is like, it's just deal with the facts of what it is and what you're speaking to. You're speaking of the white men that have dominated society, controlled the narrative, you know, didn't allow women to vote. And I get all of that, but I don't know. I just think we got to be specific, because when I look at her and I see like a black spiritual woman, I'm thinking she's talking to black people. She seems to be for black people. So I'm thinking like, I just feel like she's talking to me. I'm just like, yo, I'm in touch with my emotional feminine side. I have done the work. I'm a healing person. I am one that should be heard. But people like me get buried. People like me get buried in hip hop. People like me get buried on YouTube because I don't know, whatever the case is, but I'm speaking truth, and I come from a place of truth and intelligence, and they don't want to see people like me don't get propped up. You know, it's a lot harder for people like me to shine the way I'm shining. But let's continue.
The empathy. We are the compassion. We speak things from a higher perspective. Men speak from things from very tunnel vision, limited mindset perspective.
Jeez, yo, she just like put all the men in one. We speak from a very tunnel vision, limited mindset perspective. That's so much pain. It just sounds like to categorize and generalize stereotype men to such a box. I consider myself to be quite a deep thinker, and this is why I follow her page, even though she be talking to women mostly. Like I don't think she made this page for men. You know, I mean, her demographic seems to be focused towards women, but I've been through that pain. I've been through the struggles. I know what it's like to feel that hurt from, and whatever she went through, of why she's a healer or whatever. You know, it's obvious she ain't healed from it yet.
It takes them longer to understand a situation. They're speaking solely from understanding, not even understanding, because the awareness is not really there. So really, we need to just bring women back, and you give a man a mark.
I love my women. I know the power of a woman, especially when a man and a woman come together and can combine our powers. We're unstoppable, which is why they don't want the black man and the black woman to see eye to eye. I've experienced it. I know, I understand. I mean, when you're partnered up and both of y'all on the same page, it's like y'all both help each other out. Where one doesn't work, the other comes in, and it's just harmony. You're way more powerful than you could do anything by yourself. But it really takes that matrimony for that to happen. If not, it's just toxic and counterproductive. Yeah, it just sucks because black men especially, we got to deal with African men that don't like us because we're not from their tribe. We got to deal with Mexican men that hate us. I've experienced that in Mexico. where it's obvious they don't like me. White people that are scared of me. My own woman, a lot of black women, white women be scared of me. I'm just, who do we reach out to? You know, all we have is each other, but then other dudes be jealous or whatever, or have, you know, it's a lot. And I appreciate the people in my life that see that and have some sort of empathy, because I experience both men and women. I experience men, and I tell them too, listen, bro, you my bro, but you gotta heal. You gotta heal. You coming from a place of hurt. You're trying to date women and mess with women while you're hurt. They probably see the hurt. You're hurting them, and you hurt each other back. And then there's this cycle. And then after a while, you're just like, oh, women do this. No, the women that you've attracted at that point in your life has done that. You've experienced this with these women, and that does not mean all women. There's billions of people out here, millions of us, black folks, even just in America. Yeah, it's just whack, and people need to heal. And I'm not even looking at comments. Did I get any comments? Nope, nobody's signed in. So this will just be for a replay. But yeah. It sucks when you have to just, I can't follow that. I can't rock with that, you know. And sometimes I'm the one to just take what I need from any spiritual or educational whatever person, take what I need out of it and dissect. But when that energy just, it's people like that, I'm like, yo, you want all men to just not be on the planet no more? You want us all to not exist? Is that what you want? Or like, you just, I don't get it. Seems like a lot of emotions, and I don't say all women speak from just emotions and pure emotions. It's some women are more balanced, but that's just all emotions. You're not speaking from facts, because the facts are black men aren't necessarily doing so great as a whole. I'm doing fine. I'm doing great. But as a whole, we're not controlling what's happening. You know, banks are closing. The tragedies that are happening, the corrupted government, the scamdemics, that's not black men doing that. But yeah, heal. So now I'm like, yo, do I gotta be the one to take over this chosen stuff? Because I really do feel like I'm chosen, yo. Like, that's the only thing that made sense to me, which is why I like this woman's page. It's like, that's the only thing that made sense of why my life is so screwy, why nothing makes sense. Is like, I have to be chosen. I had to have been put here to be in my corner by myself, doing the work and going through the pain and going through pain for something. Like, that's the only thing that made sense. So, which is why I gravitated towards this woman's page. But I'm like, yo, do I got to take over and speak about the chosen from a man's perspective? It's just, yo, maybe I do. I'm gonna speak about it more often, because I really dig the way she did it. Like, it's like you could tell she's speaking of personal things, but she did it in a way where it's like she's talking to you and not to herself, and not making it so personal. Because I just be, you know what I mean? I'll be talking to y'all like y'all my therapist, but y'all not my therapist. So, you know, I'm trying to give to y'all and heal myself. But now I'm rambling. All right. It's whack. Quit the gender wars stuff. Let's deal with the reality. Let's call the spade a spade. Let's call it for what it is. Let's stop speaking from emotions. Let's get back to the facts of what's really happening, what's really going on. The gender wars is whack. But peace to y'all. Thank you for watching.